Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're going to be reviewing the Pretty Rich palette from Too Faced. And I also picked up the Diamond Light Highlighter. So starting off with the Pretty Rich palette. This is the packaging. This is how the back looks. In the inside, it came with this little paper, and it has like a bunch of like eye looks that you can do. And this is how the actual palette looks. And this is the back. And this is the inside. And for the Diamond Light Highlighter, it comes in this little box, and then it has like the actual highlight in a separate little tiny box. Kind of looks like a jewelry box. And there is how the highlighter looks. Okay, so I'm going to start off doing swatches. I'm going to go row by row. Here we have the first row. This is the second row. Third row. And we have the fourth row. For the next product, we're gonna swatch out the highlighter. And that's how it's swatching. I have a bunch of glitter left over from the eyeshadow palette, but you can still see it right here. So far for the eyeshadow palette, when I swatched the shades, they swatched really smooth. The pressed glitters, these ones right here, or actually, yeah, so these pressed glitters right here, those three swatched really well. This one didn't swatch as well. It was kind of like patchy, but we'll see how everything like turns out on the lids. But so far the mattes, they feel really smooth. For the shimmer shades, they also feel really smooth, and they're pretty pigmented as well. This eyeshadow palette retails for $49. The Diamond Highlighter, it retails for $34, and they are available on Ulta's website. So they do have a highlighter brush and some lip glosses, and I believe there's like a face mask which has like glitter in it, but those aren't available on Ulta's website until the 12th of December. So I'll probably pick those up and test them out when they are released. Okay, so to get into the video, I'm going to go ahead and start off with the eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to zoom you guys in for the eye look. We're going to take this shade right here for my transition shade. Now that I have that shade, I'm going to take this one right here. And I'm just applying this to the outer crease and working it way to the inner crease. Now we're gonna cut the crease, and we're using Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Sand. And we're going to take this really pretty shade right here. And we're just going to apply this in the middle. We're going to take this shade right here and put this onto the outer corner of the lid. Now I'm taking this shade right here and I'm putting this to the inner corner of the lid. And now I'm just going to take this glitter right here and just put it in the center. I'm just using my fingers to apply this on. And then next with this one right here. I'm just blending this into the gold glitter that we just applied on. And we're going to use this shade right here. This is just to deepen up the whole look. We're going to start off with the outer corner and work it into the inner corner. So far this is how it's looking. I'm gonna go ahead and do my other eye, pop on some lashes, and do the rest of my makeup, and I'll be right back. Hey guys, so I am back and this is how the whole look turned out. So now I'm gonna try out the highlighter, and this is in the shade Fancy Pink Diamond. And we're just gonna take some product. I'm gonna put it on lightly. So it does have like a little pink shift to it, and like it has a little bit of gold as well. So my camera did cut in the middle of filming me putting on the highlighter. So I did apply it onto my cheekbones and on my nose, and I also applied some by my tear area. So far for the highlighter, I do really like it. It has like a really nice pink shift to it, but it also has some gold in it. And it looks really pretty, especially with like the bronzer that I applied on. As for the Pretty Rich palette, I didn't have any problems applying the shades onto my lids. The mattes performed really well. Some of the shimmers, you do have to wet the brush, but I feel like that's most of the time it's like with every shimmer shade. The glitters, I do feel like we could have had a bit more mattes, kind of, just because we only have like this really like dark brown shade. And then there's like these two other transition shades, and basically like the whole palette's mostly shimmers. But other than that, like I feel like if you pair this palette with a different palette, you can do like more colors. Like you can do like a purple matte or like a more like of a red matte, and then mix it in with this shade, or maybe even like this shade right here. But yeah, I do feel like we could have had a bit more like mattes in this palette. But other than that, like the palette works really well. Like if you're really into shimmers, I would say pick up this palette. Also, it does have 4 priced glitters that are really pretty as well. Those are my final thoughts on the eyeshadow palette. This palette does retail for $49 and the diamond highlighter retails for $34. I hope you guys liked this video. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video.